Yeah, yeah. Yeah, hi team and guys. I welcome Vibo. This is the community of crypto insider users. The agenda of this community is based on to let the Tamil community, Tamil people know the what is blockchain and what is cryptocurrency. This kind of this main purpose of this group creation for this letting know the knowledge and sharing some information, valuable information to the Tamil community people. So we already did three AMA coins related to some cryptocurrencies is like a self-frame and Shardium, and this is the third AMA we are sorry, this is the fourth AMA we are conducting for that from our community. So first of all, welcome to this community, and you can share your knowledge and you can teach it. You can share some information about your coin called loser and what is the base of the losers, the investors, and that a lot of detail we can discuss with this game. And welcome you, Bo. Hello, Yubo.
So much. Yeah, thank you so much, Bart. It's pretty amazing being here. It's a privilege to be, to be present right here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome, Yubo. Yeah, we can let's start the question AMA.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Chale. Okay. Hey,
Yeah, we
Abo.
can.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How you doing, man?
Yeah. First of all, I'm glad and happy you to be here and accept our AME invites here. Thanks of all. Thanks for it.
Yeah, you can proceed the questions. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a bundle of questions. The first one is what is the use of Loozr token in the D app? How gonna perform it? Abo, can you hear me?
Yobo, can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was just talking and I forgot that my, my mic was on mute. I'm so sorry. The loser token, which is the LZRO. Um, first of all is the ecosystem token, more like the currency of the platform that is used for virtually every activities, every form of transaction, ranging from streaming, ranging from um, buying, trading, and selling artist tokens, music tokens for transfers, and all of that. So basically, it's more like the currency within the loser platform. So without the loser coin, it's more like you can't engage or you can't have access to some certain features within the loser platform. So it's very essential. It's a very essential um, um, more like a currency, like I said, well within the loser platform. So it's actually of great value within the loser ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, and also so nowadays is the songs and singles is the music is conquer the world, right? And every types of our the loser ecosystems is have listen to listen to earn, right? So types of players will move to earn and play to earn. So like this kind of listen to earn, right? How is the loser going to be commit with other platform like Spotify Music and the Apple Music, like that, and others. So how users going to be compete with that?
It's the process, right? This is Web3. Um, Almost every project, I would say every project is early. We are learning and looking at trying to compare or trying to look at the markets of, the giants like Spotify, SoundCloud, and all of that. Um, on our own end, there are certain marketing strategy and plans that we do have to scale, ranging from leveraging on the belief and the narrative Loozr is employing. Number one is Loozr is a community-driven music streaming platform, and that actually sets it, more different from the conventional platform. What that means basically is that everyone is directly involved in the music industry using the Loozr platform. Unlike other platforms that is being built, for management, for record labels, and all of that, without the artist at heart, without you as a listener at heart, in terms of you being involved, or you actually being rewarded, for your effort, for your time, and all of that. And looking at Web 2 generally, right? Looking at Web 2 generally, it has been more of most platform actually do not provide certain incentives for contributors, for musicians, for fans, basically. But what we are trying to do using the blockchain technology is to provide um, more like the create more like employing a creator economy approach in the music sector, where everyone hello,
Yeah, yeah,
can anyone hear me?
yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Carry on, carry on.
Hello. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
go on.
sorry. So yeah, or like do we yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you. So yeah,
Yeah, please
I'm
carry on.
actually calling with my I'm actually calling my mobile phone, so I had like a call there. I really apologize. Yeah, so like the Web 2 platforms, like I was mentioning, there is no, proper model or concern for, other parties ranging from the fans, ranging from even artists themselves. You could imagine the music sector making over $14 billion, and only 12% is being allocated to the artists, and we aim to solve that. We aim to be different by solving that problem by, putting the community first, involving users, involving Batman in a way whereby Batman can contribute in the music sector, can directly invest in, artists, the songs he love, and support his artist and help promote that artist, and is rewarded in return, right? So we looked at those models as a way of actually solving some of these problems that these big industries are unable to solve or attend to at the moment. And we understand that that is what users need. That is what the community needs right now. They want to be involved in the music. They want to contribute in the music, and that is one of the major strategies in terms of marketing that we stand on, where we can allow creators, we can allow lovers of music to participate in the music business, also earn and also contribute. So that way we believe would actually onboard lots of fans, lots of music lovers into the Loozr business, into the Loozr platform, and we feel that would actually be a very unique advantage when it comes to maybe let's say competition and all of that, right? In terms of comparison. So that's one thing we believe: having everyone involved in the music business, having them involved, in the success of these artists and songs, and then in return they are rewarded. In return, artists are making more sales. Artists are focused on doing better music, and then of course that would actually set us above in terms of competition with other music artists or music platforms. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Yobo.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Uh, yeah, Batman. Uh, okay, I have one more question. How you are going to validate the ownership of the music? Because someone can post someone's music in their name. No? Do you have any specific methodology to find the uh, uh, validate validate the ownership?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In terms of validation of verifying artists or their content, first of all, I would start by saying no platform has been 100% in achieving that. But we looked at better models to help reduce the risks of users or anyone pretending to be a particular artist and then start uploading their songs and then start making money off it or taking some of their percentage in terms of streaming on the Loozr platform. And we looked at a better model. One of the models we looked at is community verification, right? And if you looked at, well, I'll give you a very brief example of how that works, and maybe I'll bring it down to how we intend to employ it. And of course, we'd actually see it, in full demonstration where we have the second version of the Loozr testnet. So the approach we used, or we intend to employ, first of all, we intend to employ two major approach. But before that, I would want to maybe throw some light on the conventional approach, which is the Web2 approach. What happens is an artist would create a profile on the platform, and then the next thing is he'll fill his details, and then that's just it. To start uploading songs. So maybe he would want to go through DSPs via DSPs and then get verified, via these DSPs and pay some money, and then he's uploading his songs, right? But there has been a problem in terms of the NFT space, right? Because anyone can come up and then, for instance, upload or mint Snoop Dogg's NFT and then start selling off, or have, fake accounts and then start, doing some campaigns and have some sales, in rep of Snoop Dogg. But what we intend to do is to have more like a community-driven approach that is like a DAO, right? But not necessarily a DAO in terms of technicality, right? So, for instance, let's say Batman is an artist. If Batman wants to be verified on the Loozr platform, what Batman would do is to apply publicly to the community that he wants to become an artist on the Loozr platform. And of course, there are criteria, there are standards that the communities actually live by for artists. So what Batman would do is provide his name, provide maybe Spotify links, SoundCloud links, all your social account links, and then publicly make a proposal. The way you would go on near platform and then make proposals for maybe funding or support, right? So similar manner, that's what Batman is going to do. If you check our Discord channel, you will see someone who also, you see artists who are also making proposals and they are being verified within the Loozr community. So one of the things there Batman will do is provide, like I said, the socials, and then these music links, and then probably some, if for Batman to be verified, which means to have the verification badge as an artist, then you'd have to provide some extra information. For instance, if you're tied to an artist, there are some, maybe probably some public documents you'll be asked to provide, or a rep from the community would attend to you and then get you verified. The idea is for quality control. The idea is to make sure that these artists that are coming on board are musicians, basically, not more like scammers who are just there to rip the community off, right? So the idea of putting control, the idea of putting security in the hands of the community is one major feature or method that would be pushing on the Loozr platform. And of course, you wouldn't just send links and all of that. You would have to verify, probably maybe with your Twitter, you verify with your social account, and then for us to confirm it's actually you. And then those are some of the ways we try to verify artists in terms of their profiles. And then for their songs, of course, one of the areas is maybe I should make this clear. Within the Loozr platform, we do not own, or we do not pride ourselves in terms of royalty, ownership, or distribution, right? Which means if you're investing in an artist, you're basically buying or investing in an artist token, right? Just like Ethereum, just like Near, just like Algorand, right? So if you're buying Ethereum coin, it doesn't mean you're investing in Ethereum as a company. The same thing similarly with the artist token. If you're buying an artist token, you're investing in an artist with an artist token. You have no ownership in terms of his physical world career, in terms of his music, or branding, at least for now, until we have these features on the Loozr platform. But for now, those features are not going to be live right now. Maybe we're looking at Q3, Q2 next year, where we would have other features employed, where you maybe as a fan, you can, some artists would maybe probably avail percentage of royalties on the Loozr platform, and then you can have access to it based on the amount of activities, activation, or awareness or support you give to these artists. But as of the moment, royalties, rights, and all of that are not being tied to the tokens you're buying within the Loozr platform. I don't know if I answered the question correctly. Hello?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your question. And next question. 1 second. Batman, you have made a lot of efforts here. Okay. Okay, I just go through my question. One more question. If in your light paper, I have read something like if someone bought the profile token, okay, profile token, 10% of the token will be goes to the artist. Uh, why a concerned person should buy that profile token? When we ask for a song token, uh, when we ask for a song token, we get rewarded when the song is played. But what are the benefits we are getting in the profile token?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll start by explaining how investing in an artist works on the Loozr platform. Yeah. So how it works is artists create their token on the Loozr platform, and let's say the name of that token is first of all, there are two types of tokens. There are majorly two types of tokens on the Loozr platform. There is asset tokens, which has to do with asset like playlists, albums, tracks, right? Which means you're investing in artist assets, the music, the videos, and all of that. And then there is another type of token, which is more like the conventional creator token, right? So you're investing in an artist's reputation, you're investing in an artist, artist as a brand, for instance. So now let's say, for instance, you choose to invest in an artist, and that artist is let's say Snoop Dogg. I will use Snoop Dogg again, sorry. So the artist is Snoop Dogg, and on Snoop Dogg's end, what he had to do was to verify that he's an artist, and then he's on the Loozr platform, and then he's been tokenized, right? His profile is being tokenized, right? So Snoop Dogg now says, hey, for the love of my fans, for the love of my holders, for the love of my supporters, I'm giving away 90%, right? So I'm only taking 10% of these investments. I'm taking only 10% of the tokens that have been invested in me, the tokens that have been bought, my tokens that are actually been bought, right? For me to take those 10% and further my career in terms of music, bring in more, invest more in my music, do some more videos, do some more recordings, do some more promotions, so that holders of my tokens, of course, their coins basically would, the value of their coins of course would increase if I keep doing more music, right? So I only need 10% of this investment to push my career, to go for tours, to hold more events and all of that, and then do my marketing and all of that. So it's more like a crowdfunding approach, or crowdfunded investment that is being given to Snoop Dogg to further his career and bring in more marketing, and for his team to actually do more and work more for the value of the token they hold to actually, appreciate. So now I'll take it from the music end now, and I will go to the conventional Web3 and how the ecosystem works. For instance, if you're on Aptos or if you're on, the Near protocol, and then you're trying to build a project on the Near platform, right? So, and what happens is Near probably would give you some grant as a project, and they would say, hey, hey guys, these are some funds, right? Take these funds and then um, build values, create values with the Near tokens, right? And then keep building, right? And this project builds, and to an extent, they're able to, get some good attention and then markets and then make some sales. The truth is, when people engage this platform, this successful platform with their Near tokens, of course, that actually brings more value and also or recognition to the Near platform, basically, and also appreciates um, um, the value of Near. For instance, we have the sweat coin and all of that. In similar manner, that is how this works. So by investing in artists as a user, an artist choose the percentage they want to keep for them to invest in their career physically, and by so doing, they actually bring in more value back to holders of those tokens, right? Several areas. In the area of, for instance, in the area of music, their music content, right? So because you hold their token, right, they can choose to share a percentage with you because you invested in them, right? And the unique thing about this process is the fact that within the Loozr ecosystem and in real time, in terms of per second, right, a value, and the value is actually being created. And what that means is, if you buy an artist token, an artist would choose to share a percentage of streaming earning with the holders of that token, which means the more people, if you buy Snoop Dogg's token, the more streams Snoop Dogg's song gets, you as a holder of that token, you get to enjoy some level of percentage in terms of streaming earnings for holding Snoop Dogg's coin, right? And for artists, one of the benefits is that it actually that model actually gives them access to direct startup funding for their careers, for their music, and to build their fan base and then create more values for their tokens, and then of course that actually also creates a better bonding between you as a fan, which is now automatically you're becoming a record label because you're investing in this artist, you're becoming an investor. So there is this bond between you and the artist, and then the artist, of course, that model actually provide an avenue, or more like it can independently launch their own independent token and then their own smart contract also, and then deploy them and have the fans and the public invest in these tokens, and then they have more money, they have more promotions, because everyone is involved, because everyone is involved in the sense that the more this artist makes more money, the more they make more streams, the more their fans, in terms of the investors, also make more money and make more streams. So their fans in return would want to keep doing more marketing, because the more they market, the more they push these artists and make these artists well known and have more streams, the more they as fans, they as token holders, they make more money. So in return, everyone is aggressively involved in the marketing of all of these artists, and then in return, the fans are getting something back in return, rather than the other conventional platform where the artist is not even knowing. The artist also, like, the artist has no idea in terms of the streaming earnings that is coming. You hear some artists make 1 million streams and they have less than $45, less than $500. But in this scenario, what happens is an artist is making more streams, and an artist is making a stream right now. For instance, if someone streams an artist song, every of that stream is directed towards the artist wallet directly, and it is actually being shared between the artist and the fans directly in real time. You're not waiting for 30 years royalties. You're not waiting for 50 years royalties. Yeah.
Thank you, Abu. And my question
Thank
was,
you.
what is the supply of the profile and song tokens? Can you explain?
Yeah, the model we're using doesn't require a total supply or distribution. We're using more of a fungible token approach, which means there is no defined supply, and that model actually allows what that does is actually it allows for um, um, let me put it this way: the supply and growth of that token in terms of price of that token is actually dependent on the buying power of that token from the community. Because why we use that approach is we looked at a model where um, the community decide the coin price of that token, that creator token, and the community decide um, um, the community basically decide every aspect of the tokenomics for that artist. The artists decide the percentage they're taking for all of this the sales in terms of farm. It's actually being called founders reward. So they decide the artist decide the percentage is taken and then the percentage is given back. And in terms of coin price, market cap, it's actually being decided by the buying power and reputation of that artist. That way, artists are more concerned about pulling out good content, engaging community, and also having these communities involved in his music. That way, the coin price increases, right? So we use that model to encourage artists to be more concerned about their community, and then for the communities also to be more concerned about these artists and have them work together because with the understanding of Loozr, and if they understand how Loozr works, it is more like a platform that the success of the token is actually based on the collaboration of these communities of these artists. So we decided to use that model rather than having specifying a token supply and then artists providing more like liquidity and all of that. So we had to take off that model and then look for something a better model that would actually encourage everyone to want to contribute.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Abu. And one more thing was, I saw in white paper, as a light paper, one more feature is called Loozr moment. What is the use of this feature and how it is works?
Yeah, basically, the loser moment is like TikTok and let's say showreel for Instagram. The idea is to encourage. Um, the idea is to also look for ways where fans can also earn, influencers can also earn, by creating content for musicians, by also creating covers and all of that for, in terms of music. So if you're creating some good music content, of course, socially, people can invest in you because, like I mentioned, Loozr is more like a community-driven platform, which means we can say it's a social music streaming platform, the first of its kind. And with that said, just like TikTok, right? It's similar to TikTok, but with a better monetization model for influencers and content creators. So the social fi part is to encourage anyone and everyone to create content and also launch their token and also get investments, from the public, from people who love their content. They can support, the contents they provide. And apart from that, businesses also can, launch their tokens. Of course, they have to be verified, right? There has to be a level of they have to go through the users or the community's KYC protocol or process, and then they can launch their tokens and then get investment for their businesses and for talents. But basically, it's for majorly talents and influencers.
Yeah, okay, both. Thanks, sir. And the metaverse, the loser ecosystem. So how loser metaverse going to be, right?
Yeah, that's currently in development. Although we have plans of we actually made an announcement about the Loozrverse, and the idea is to push the Loozrverse to next year because we had to prioritize on the music streaming and token launchpad that we're building currently and have our launch, and also look at having our seed sale, our seed round raised, have our private round raised, and then have you know mainnet launched. So we had to prioritize on all of that. But the idea of the Loozrverse is to create um, a location-based um, augmented reality world where you can interact, overlay, events in the real world. You can overlay concerts. You can overlay characters. You can, of course, you can overlay avatars and interact with them, and host parties, host events, and all of that. So that's the idea. The idea is to build a real world or metaverse where you can interact, you can, attend concerts, you can host your own concerts, you can monetize also, and you can virtually stream music. So basically, that's the idea of the Loozrverse. That's the idea of the Loozrverse.
Yeah, both. I'm glad you. And last one question is how radio services will be tokenized, and tell me about that. Yeah, both. Can
Yeah,
you hear
sorry, I
me?
didn't get you. Yeah, I can hear you
Yeah,
now. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. In your metaverse, you said you can hear that radio stations. No, he's asking that question. Repeat.
Yeah, sure. How radio services will be tokenized, and just help me, just explain how about this works. Sure, both.
So, do you mean how a song can be tokenized, or I heard something like a radio? Sorry, please.
Yeah. How radio services will be tokenized, and explain something about it. That's
Okay.
Yeah,
In terms of how, yeah. In terms of how the tokenization actually works, right?
yeah.
yeah,
If I'm
yeah.
correct.
Because
Okay, yeah.
uh,
Thank you so much.
because
Yeah.
let me explain a little more elaborately. Uh, because in your metaverse, you have mentioned that you can stream videos, musics, all those things. Okay, as a NFT, so you have mentioned in your dark lights. In that, you have commented that radio services also they are available in metaverse in terms of music NFTs basis. That's why we are asking how that radio services can be tokenizing in how, because we never heard this is a little new for the technology. That's why we are asking.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ginger Gon. I really appreciate. I'll take this opportunity to explain the stages of our deployments regarding the testnet. Right, like I explained earlier, um, Loozr has two major parts in terms of tokenization, and one of the parts is in profile tokenization as an artist, or more like profile tokenization and more like a brand tokenization, right? And then we do have the aspects in terms of asset tokenization in terms of contents, right? Contents ranging from videos, from audio contents, and all of that, right? Albums, playlists, EPs, and all of that, right? So the two major aspects of it: the content part, and then the artist profile or artist brand, whatever. So now talking about the content part is very simple, and the idea of Loozr is to bring in this more of basically to take away these whole Web3 complexities, users, misplacing their key phrases or their their
Thank you.
passphrase and all of that. Hello?
Yeah, carry on, carry on, carry on.
Carry on, carry
Okay,
on, carry on.
thank you. So yeah, so we have to take away, the idea is to take away the whole, yeah, just to take away the whole Web3 complexities in terms of key phrase and all of that, staking, pools, blah, blah, blah. The idea is to make the whole process more like a Web2 UX and UI, right? But the backend is completely Web3, right? So that said, what happens is basically you apply to be verified as an artist from the community, and then you're being verified, you're being approved by the community to become an artist and to create your content and all of that. After performing your after going through the KYC by the community. So the next thing is you would have access to the link where you can tokenize your brand, and also tokenize the songs you want to release and all of that. So it's as simple as creating. I believe some persons actually created their launched their artist token during the alpha test. We had over 100. We had over 100 artists tokenize their name during the alpha test. So how that works is basically you impute your profile name. You impute a profile name. You give some brief details about you, and maybe some links about your maybe socials, and links about your music and all of that. More like social, just similar to creating accounts on similar to when you're creating a Facebook account or when you're creating a TikTok account and the likes of them. It's as simple as that. So as, sim- as simple as doing that, automatically a smart contract is being created for your profile, which means by just imputing your name and doing all of that, having your personal details imputed, for instance, music details imputed, for instance, your token is being created, and automatically it is made public within the Loozr platform. And also, whatever transactions, whatever creation you did or you're doing on the Loozr platform, it's also directly done on the blockchain, which means whatever stuff you did, let's say for instance you created your token name is let's say for instance Ginger Gun, and then you created your Ginger Gun name and all of that. You can review your profile and your details and your smart contracts on the blockchain. If you're there to check for any if you're a technical person, say for instance you're a developer and all of that, you can check on, for instance, Near Explorer or any Explorer at all. You can check on those Explorer. You can see your contract being created, and with no knowledge of Web3 at all, you just created your social profile, putting your name, putting your token name, putting maybe your song links, uploaded your songs and all of that. Automatically, your contract is being created, and of course your token is also being created and it's public on the Loozr platform. And then of course you get your first investors, you get your other investors, and people begin to stream your music and all of that. And then the percentage is actually being sent to your Loozr wallet, which you can withdraw at any given time. Because what also happens is, what happens within your smart contract is the fact that your smart contract automatically serves as a more like a referee, or more like a party that helps to redistribute or distributes the funding, the percentage rewards, the streaming rewards, and all of that. You have nothing to worry about in terms of all of that. All of your smart contract is working for you while you're sleeping. People are making streams, and then your wallet is actually increasing. You're supporting and buying tokens. The idea is, if you're supporting and buying artists, the more you support artists, the more chances you'd have in terms of those artists actually getting some money out of that. So it's as simple as creating your Facebook profile, it's as simple as creating your WhatsApp profile, and then your token is being created in that particular second. So that's as simple as it. That's how simple it is to interact or create or launch a token on the Loozr platform. And then for say for instance for the radio stations, it is very simple. Radio stations work similar way with what we're doing right now, where we're streaming live. What that does is, on the moment part, if you check on our white paper, you would see a feature called voice. Voice is like this Telegram live, which means on that voice, if we are pulling out, if you're giving, for instance, we're actually having this session and we're giving out very good informations. The rest users who are there, who are taking note of, these statements and having more, maybe insights concerning what Loozr is, or maybe some other informations, that may be valuable to them, they can choose to invest in what we're saying right now, and then everyone can choose to contribute to what they're saying by investing in it, by buying the token of it. And for instance, let's say this ICN group, people can choose to also invest in ICN, via these conversations. Once you keep, as far as you keep, putting out content like this that they feel are valuable, they can choose to be supporting you and investing in you. So that's the idea in terms of how it works with, maybe streaming services, radio services, podcasts, basically.
Yeah, thank you for your detailed explanations. We have one more question. In listen to earn, okay, if I have hold one artist token and the song token, all those things, what will be my earnings? Will it be the same song token or profile token, or will be the Loozr token, LZR token? What will be the reward we get?
Okay, as if you're a user, that's what you mean?
If I am a user of Loozr, what rewards should I get? Like that, I'm asking.
Okay, yeah, it's very simple, right? One of the major things that right there is you enjoy free cash flow whenever people listen to the music, of the token you hold. For instance, you hold Snoop Dogg's token. The more people listen to Snoop Dogg, right? Every second you keep earning money, right? You keep a percentage of that streaming is being shared to you, that is being assigned by the artist. So that's one major stuff, and of course you directly have access to being part of that artist. In terms of Snoop Dogg, for instance, you actually have access to being Snoop Dogg investor, right? Because you're part of his gang right now. You're part of his, one of the guys that are making him succeed and providing him with the resources and funding and support and marketing that he needs, to make more sales. So, and there are some other little perks that artists can individually, that's outside of the Loozr platform. Artists can individually provide certain perks and utility for themselves. For instance, if you're a holder of that token, you can attend their concerts for free. You can have access to their merch. You can also, of course, using the artist token, you can buy tickets at their location. Even using Loozr token also, you can also buy tickets or pay for tickets. And of course, that actually provides the Loozr platform actually provides a more analytical data and window for such activities, which we are still working on. We are still learning from, I believe, like, for instance, our first alpha test, we had so many reviews, we had so many take-home assignments and lessons, which we are currently developing. And I myself, I had to start, coding also, because of course, I'm a developer. You know, I build games, I build softwares, and at the point, when the pressure is much, when there is a lot of work to do, you have to also code, So we are also still learning, we are observing, we are meeting artists every day, we are meeting management every day, we're interacting with communities, we're interacting with fans, we're interacting with music lovers, and the idea is to build a better platform that, the community wants, because over the past years, in terms of innovation, in terms of technology, it has been, it has been dormant, honestly. And I would say technology actually stopped in terms of the music sector, and also maybe in the entertainment sector. I will actually say stopped, with the Spotify's, but we can do better when we collectively as communities build what we really want, the kind of music platform I want, the kind of music platform you want, and we collectively build that, and we have the opportunity to contribute directly, because I always tell some of my friends about Web3, and I tell them one thing I tell them about Web3 stuff is, in the era of, the Web 1, in the era of the Web 2, most of us never had the opportunity to contribute and then build the kind of Web 2 that we want, right? Rather, some few folks who had the opportunity, who had the funding, were able to, customize Web 2 the way they want, right? And right here, we have the opportunity to come together as, as nobodies, as somebodies, as creators, as, farmers, as, from different parts, from different fields, right? We're able to, contribute to the kind of world and future we want by the, with the help of Web3, right? I'm able to talk to you right now because of Web3, right? It's something that was unbelievable like a couple of months back. It's impossible for have to take advantage of that. And if we do not take advantage of this and build the type of decentralized Web3 that we want, right, we would still have these guys come in with their own personal interest and then customize the Web3 to become the Web2 that they want. So I believe basically in the whole community-driven stuff, community-driven product, community-driven future, and I feel honestly that's where the whole world is leading us to, and that is one major drive. That's why we have to be like the forerunners of this. We have to be part of this. We have to, keep preaching about this, keep building the product, and then reaching out to, like for instance, ICN, reach out to you guys and see how the communities also can get involved with the Loozr build, keep pushing the Loozr idea, helping us, contributing whatever kind of stuff, be it technical, be it, ideas and all of that. We are completely open to work with everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Yobo, for a patient explanation for this evening. We are really glad to have you here, because you explained each and everything, whatever we asked. You explained very patiently and detailedly. Thanks for your explanation, giving that answers those things. Hope we know that you have postponed the incentivized testnet for 17th. We are keep following your project also. Okay, as a end note, after launching the mainnet, please come again and share your positive speeches, everything, each and every updates. We are ready to hear you. Okay. One fun note for our community. This is a small community. Do we have any incentivized testnet vacations like that? Because last time, within 2 hours, your incentivized testnet has filled. This is a small community. Can we get any incentivized testnet allocations like that? Yobo?
Thank you so much, Ginger Gone. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. For silence, I just...
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Okay,
yeah,
thank you so
I
much.
hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So first of all, I want to correct the statement you made, right? You said this is a small community. Honestly, this is actually a very big community. Honestly, you have like 149 participants that are live. That's an amazing community. That's like a very big community. Honestly, I would say. And concerning the incentivized testnets that we're launching, we'll be going live with the first version on the 17th of November, which should be next week Thursday. and we're making plans for it. And I use this opportunity to apologize to everyone who was expecting the Loozr testnet, the first version of the testnet, to launch on the 9th. I sincerely apologize that we did not launch on the 9th. The major reason why we did not launch was after the alpha testnet, we had, you know, some let's say some ideas. Some persons actually came in. Some ideas were just rolling in. Some help and support were just coming, and we had to make a lot of improvements and review some of our models, and also had to, you know, more like rebuild certain models that we actually plan to launch, and that actually would require us to, you know, take some more time, maybe a week, and that's why we had to postpone it. And we also had some musicians who actually came in who, you know, shared their opinions on several occasions and several some models we intend to launch. We intend to launch, so we had to review those models and then make improvements. So I sincerely apologize for that. And then concerning the incentivized testnets. The idea of the incentivized testnets is first of all to drive the narrative that Loozr is a community-driven music streaming platform, which means everyone is involved in the building of the Loozr platform. And just like I said, I explained about the alpha testnet, what happened, where insights were coming in from different sectors, and we had to review them with some experts and advisors. And we, I would tell us for free that those ideas have actually helped to, you know, make the platform better and rebuild the Loozr platform in a way that actually benefits, at least at this stage, that would actually benefit everyone, right? So, and I would also use this opportunity to maybe give a little explanation, although we've set up some thread and also we've made some posts about this, but I'll still take this opportunity to explain the method of incentivized testnet that we're running. The testnet is divided into two. There is the testnet 1 and there is the testnet 2. So the first testnet has to do with the profile tokenization, like I was explaining earlier on, that Loozr is divided into two major parts in terms of tokenization. The profile tokenization, where you're investing in people, where you invest in artist profile, their brand profile, and all of that. And the aspect where you're investing in their content or their assets, ranging from video content to audio content, you know, the likes of EPs, albums, you know, mix tracks, videos, and the likes of them, right? Majorly tokenization, the artist tokenization, investing in reputation, and we're investing in content and digital assets, right? So the first launch, which is the incentivized testnet boot 1, is the profile tokenization, where we would launch the feature, you know, and experiment the feature where you can invest in artists, invest in brand, but you might not have access to the music part, the way you play music and all of that. Those features would still be under development. It might not be available, but the aspect that will be available, the feature that will be available, is where you can invest in artists. So for that to happen, we'll be providing 100 Loozr test tokens. You know, I would emphasize on test tokens because those tokens are not tokens that you can withdraw, right? And it doesn't mean that because you have those tokens during mainnet, we are going to give you, you know, Loozr mainnet tokens that will be equivalent to the test tokens that you have. But instead of that, the model of our reward, in terms of our rewarding system, would actually be based on your contribution already within the community. Also on that alpha test day, we have good numbers of, you know, contributors who genuinely, contributed with insight, with reviews, observations, better ideas, and, you know, improvements. And those are the people we are going to be rewarding, because the idea of having an airdrop and you just give people money, I don't think that would that actually build a healthy ecosystem for Web3 and also for products, because we intend to build a product that would stand the test of time, honestly. And it would be better for we all to collectively build a product that would actually last. And for that to happen, we have to impute some level of sincerity, and involvement, not because we want to make some, little money and all of that. Of course, everyone needs money, right? But I feel we should be more concerned about trying to build a platform, getting involved with something that will last the like the test of time, and actually earn from it by contributing rather than just taking airdrops. So if you contribute to the project, we have sure airdrops, for you. On our end, we make sure that these tokens are being distributed during mainnet, to those profiles that contributed to the testnet, the first testnet, and then the second testnet. The second testnet has to do with the music part, where you can stream music and invest in music, and the first part is where you can invest in artist profiles, basically. So the reward system, I repeat again, has to be based on contribution. You have to contribute to the Loozr platform. You have to test the platform, give your reviews, give your judgments, give ideas. There, of course, would of course take note of your profile. Of course, we already have some users that we've already taken note of within the community, and then we already have their names. Using the Crew community tool, we do have some names that, of course, during mainnet will be dropping some Loozr mainnet tokens too. So thank you so much, Ginger. I don't know if I communicated properly concerning that.
Yeah. We got it. We will try to participate in your testnet. And thanks again for your presence here. Hope everybody enjoyed this beautiful AMA. By hope little bit we learned something new technology and how the Web3 is evolving. Once again, I thank you, Yobo, and all other community members, Naveen, Kaipulai, and Batman. I think Batman is stuck with some other call, so he's not here at present. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. We will be meeting on next session. We have some more interesting updates on AMAs next week. We are going to have some community some announcements are coming soon. Please keep in touch. Follow us on Twitter and Telegram for more updates. We have these AMA session will be uploaded in our YouTube, and it will be published in our Twitter, so that you can, if you want to any clarifications, anything, you can come back and listen to the AMA, so that it will be very useful for you. Thanks for joining. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.